Welcome to the Rugby Obsession Deep Dive. I want you to just imagine for a second that you're the CEO of, like, the most successful company in the world.
Okay, I like where this is going.
Right. So profits are at an all-time high. You're completely dominating your market, and your veteran staff are operating at peak efficiency.
The dream scenario, basically.
Exactly. So would you suddenly bench your top performers
Wow.
just to see if, the junior staff could handle the pressure of a massive high-stakes project?
I mean, no, most people wouldn't even dare risk that.
They really wouldn't. But before we get into the fascinating tactical shifts we actually have lined up for you today, I want to invite you to hit that subscribe button to Rugby Obsession right now so you never miss an analysis.
Yeah, you really don't want to miss what we've got coming up.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Because today we are looking at a monumental, very positive changing of the guard happening right now in South African rugby.
It's a huge shift.
It is. And we're pulling our insights today from this really insightful article from the South African, and it's titled, "A Dozen Springboks Rassie Erasmus Will Need to Replace Soon."
A great read, honestly.
Yeah, it really breaks it down. So our mission today is to explore exactly how mastermind coach Rassie Erasmus is orchestrating this brilliant, proactive, generational shift to maintain the Springboks' dominance on the world stage.
And we really need to set the stage here because we all know the trophy cabinet is just bursting right now for the Boks.
Oh, yeah, completely overflowing.
I mean, they are the reigning back-to-back Rugby World Cup champions. They're the Rugby Championship winners.
Yep.
They took the British and Irish Lions Tour Series, and, they hold both the Freedom Cup and the Nelson Mandela Challenge Plate.
It's an unbelievable current peak.
Right, but the real story isn't just the silverware. It's the ticking clock behind all of it.
Okay, let's unpack this, because maintaining that level of dominance is almost unheard of in modern sports. It's kind of like a legendary rock band, right?
Yeah.
Trying to replace its founding members.
Yeah, like swapping out the lead singer or the lead guitarist.
Exactly. But they are trying to swap these members out while they're still playing these massive sold-out stadium world tours.
And trying to do it without the audience noticing, basically.
Right, doing it so smoothly that the audience doesn't even notice a drop in the quality of the music.
Which is such an apt analogy. Because, when a team reaches the summit of their sport, the historical tendency, like the comfortable trap everyone falls into, is to just cling to the players who got them there.
You just hold on for dear life.
Yeah, you hold on to that golden generation until the wheels completely fall off.
Or until a really bad tournament loss forces your hand.
Exactly. But what we are seeing here from South Africa is this active refusal to let those wheels fall off.
Yeah, they're looking at the hard reality of age. And the sheer volume of players we are talking about here is massive. The article points out that almost an entire starting 15's worth of legends are entering the latter stages of their careers.
It's wild when you look at the numbers.
12 players in total. A dozen. Specifically, looking at the proactive steps they've taken in the 2025 test season, it's pretty staggering.
It is. And what's truly fascinating here is that Erasmus isn't waiting for players to decline. Like, he actively dropped incredibly talented, fit, available veterans from the Matchday 23 on several occasions.
Wait, like totally healthy guys?
Yes. Guys like Willie LaRue, who is 36, Makazole Mapimpi at 34.
Wow.
Yeah, Faf de Klerk at 34, and Vincent Kof at 35, just left them out.
Here's where it gets really interesting. Isn't it incredibly risky for team morale to bench healthy world-class legends during a test season just to blood new talent?
You definitely think so. It sounds like a recipe for disaster on paper.
Right, like the media would just tear them apart if they lost.
Absolutely. But there is a very positive long-term vision here. This deliberate phasing out strategy is allowing a new era to beckon. It's giving crucial game time to these rising stars.
Okay, yeah, the article mentioned a few of those guys stepping up.
Right, like Damian Willemse and Afili Fassi getting major roles.
Ethan Hooker as well, right?
Yep, Ethan Hooker, Edwil van der Merwe, Grant Williams, Morin Vandenberg, and then up front in the forwards, you've got Thomas du Toit and Wilco Lou.
It really is a changing of the guard. And hey, if you are loving this breakdown of Springbok strategy and how they're handling this new generation, please don't forget to subscribe to Rugby Obsession. It really helps us bring you more of these deep dives.
Definitely. But, while some of these guys are being deliberately phased out by the coaches, others are, well, they're having their timelines dictated by the brutal physicality of the sport.
Yeah, it's not all tactical. Sometimes it's just really bad luck and physical wear and tear.
Exactly. Rugby is just a brutal collision sport. And we see this incredibly acutely with Dion Forey.
Oh, man. Yeah, reading about his situation was tough. I mean, he missed the entire 2025 test season.
And he'll be, what, 41 by the next World Cup?
Yeah, 41. So the article is pretty frank about it, noting that his green and gold days are numbered.
It's just the reality of the game, unfortunately. And then there are similar physical challenges with Franz Muller.
Right, the legendary tight head prop.
Yeah, he's 34 now, and he also missed the season. He tore his bicep, which is a massive injury for a prop.
I think the article even mentioned he considered retiring, didn't it?
He did, though thankfully he is positively back and training with the Stormers now.
Which is such a relief.
Yeah.
But then you have guys like Lou de Jager, who is only 32, and Faf de Klerk. The article notes they've even been deregistered by their Japan Rugby League One clubs.
Yeah, due to long-term injuries. De Jager's late career especially has just been completely ravaged by injury.
Which is just devastating for a player of his caliber. Being deregistered means they literally can't play for their club right now, right?
Exactly. The clubs need healthy bodies on the field to meet their foreign player quotas, so if you're injured long-term, you lose your spot.
Wow, that's ruthless. So you have the injuries forcing some hands, but then there's this core group of legends who are still out there featuring prominently.
They are, but they are very much on the clock for the 2027 Rugby World Cup.
Yeah, looking at the ages, Captain Sia Kolisi, he'll be 36. And then two-time World Rugby Player of the Year Pieter-Steph du Toit will be 35.
And Cobus Reinach will be 37.
To maintain elite speed and physicality at those ages is an incredibly tough ask.
It really is. But if we connect this to the bigger picture, the 2027 World Cup will essentially serve as the ultimate glorious farewell tour for this golden generation.
Oh, I love that framing, a farewell tour.
Right, and that makes Erasmus's current preparations absolutely vital. He needs those rookies to be completely integrated so they can help these legends lift that trophy one last time.
So what does this all mean for you? We want to know your thoughts. Which of these dozen legendary Springboks will you miss the most when they finally hang up their boots? Drop your opinions in the comments.
It's going to be a tough choice. But I want to leave you with one final thought to ponder here, based on the text.
Okay, let's hear it.
Because Erasmus is bleeding in this new generation so early and seamlessly, by the time the 2027 World Cup ends, South Africa might not actually experience that dreaded rebuilding slump.
Wait, the slump that usually follows a golden generation retiring?
Exactly. The loss of these 12 legends is basically being brilliantly erased in real time.
That is incredible. They are already figuring out how to win without the old guard.
Precisely. The future is already wearing the jersey.
Well, that is such a brilliant perspective to end on. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to hit that subscribe button to Rugby Obsession. Your support means everything. Thank you for listening to the Rugby Obsession Deep Dive, and we'll look forward to you listening to our next episode.